So picture this. It's 2 a.m. and you are tossing and turning. Your mind's racing through your endless to-do list, upcoming meetings and family needs. They're all lined up for you in just a few short hours. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, if it does, you are not alone in this nightly struggle. But there is a way to help you flip the script. Now, I get it. Endless nights of not sleeping well can really leave you feeling like there is no end in sight. I have found myself literally wondering if my body has forgotten how to sleep after several nights in a row of restless sleep. Now, they say that we teach what we most need to learn, and that is why I'm sharing some of my favorite tips with you today to help you to transform those restless hours into peaceful sleep so that you can get the rest that you deserve. So, if you are struggling to sleep, even when you feel exhausted, let's explore why and what to do about it. So, here's what I'll be covering in this video. We're going to be talking about what to do when counting sheep doesn't work, that struggle we all have to get that peaceful sleep. We'll talk about the sleep and wellness connection and unlocking a healthier you through the power of mindfulness and sleep. We'll talk about some of my favorite strategies for getting to sleep after a hectic day. Some of those include tuning out to turn inward, meditation as your pathway to sleep, and detoxing your mind for better sleep. We'll talk about making room for rest, small steps to better sleep, and finally, I have a free gift for you. So be sure you stay tuned until the end. So after an exhausting day, I get it. All you want is a good night's sleep. But as night falls, you might find yourself feeling like it's impossible to wind down. So even though your body is physically tired, your mind might be active and restless. So as you lie there in bed, your mind is racing uncontrollably through the events of the day, your upcoming responsibilities, and all those endless what ifs. Anxiety and overthinking take over, and it's like you're replaying the conversations and scenarios from your day on this endless cycle or this endless loop in your mind. Now, if you're like me, the more you try to quiet your, the louder those thoughts seem to get. And so the night stretches on, and you find yourself tossing and turning, leaving you feeling stuck in this exhausting cycle. Even when you do finally manage to fall asleep, it doesn't feel like you are getting the rest that you need. You're finding yourself waking up over and over, and every time there's that nagging worry that you're not going to be able to get back to sleep. Maybe you've even tried that old trick of counting sheep. Restless dreams, oftentimes a replay from the worries of our day. I don't know about you, but I used to have those work dreams a lot. So you might be able to relate to that. Those restless dreams can really disrupt the rest, excuse me, that sleep should offer. So every time you wake up, that cycle of anxiety and overthinking kicks in again. And even if it doesn't, there's that nagging fear in the back of your mind that it might. So it can make falling back asleep a struggle, right? Your nights, which should be a time for your body and your mind to rest and recover, only add to that stress, leaving you waking up facing each brand new day exhausted. But here's the thing, you are not alone. Sleep is a challenge for a lot of us. In fact, it's estimated that as many as 70 million Americans suffer from sleep deprivation. I hear it from my clients too. They're not just bone tired day in and day out, despite trying all the fixes out there. Weighted blankets, sleep apps, you name it. One client said to me, I have tried it all and nothing works. It's frustrating, right? Get some rest. You'll feel better. That is classic advice we have all heard. We've probably all given it a time or two in our lives. But guess what? It is not just comforting fluff, it's true. And that's because that restorative benefit of a good night's sleep really does make you feel better. In fact, a good night's sleep can sharpen your mind, it can boost your energy, it can help to boost your mood. And a good night's sleep can really help you to manage your stress more effectively and even to make better food choices and manage your emotions. So, in turn, each of these factors can contribute to better sleep. So, it's a better sleep cycle, right? Waking up refreshed and ready to face the day heads on, it just feels empowering. It's a positive shift. it doesn't just stop at personal well being, it has a ripple effect spilling over and enhancing your productivity at work and making your interactions with those around you more enjoyable. So, let me share a story with you really quick. This is a story of Joy, and Joy is a busy office manager. She also has two children in middle school. And Joy found that the demands of her corporate job, along with her family responsibilities, were a constant source of stress. She was having a hard time juggling everything, and she was feeling overwhelmed by the stress of trying to balance it all. And eventually, that started to affect her sleep. Now, that continuous cycle of stress and sleepless nights began to affect her efficiency at work and her mood at home. So, here's the thing. Stress isn't just a state of mind, it takes a physical toll and it takes an emotional toll on us that hamper our ability to sleep and can spill over into our daily life. So once Joy recognized that this was happening, she decided to make some simple but intentional lifestyle changes. Now, over time, the positive shift in Joy's life was noticeable. Her workload at her busy office began to feel more manageable. Her interactions with her team became more productive, and her evenings with her family were more enjoyable. She had the energy and the patience to help her kids with their homework. She had more time and energy to spend quality time with her husband, and she even had the energy to enjoy evening walks with the family dog, Max. So, it's a ripple effect I talked about. Everyone around Joy noticed her newfound energy and her joy for life. They were contagious. So, tackling her stress and her sleep wasn't just good for her, it also benefited her family, her friends, and her colleagues. It's an all too common story. You're finally in bed, but instead of sleeping, you find yourself replaying the day's stress in your mind. You're not sleeping well, you're not sleeping enough, and you're realizing that the effects are spilling over into your daily life. So let's break that cycle and explore some of my favorite ways to help calm your mind so that you can finally get the sleep that you so desperately need and deserve. Let's talk a little bit about tuning out to tune inward. Now, this is a simple swap that has made a huge difference, not only in my life, but also for several of my clients. And that's replacing screen time with a good book at the end of the day. Now, I know as well as you might how easy it is to fall into that rabbit hole of emails and endless scrolling at the end of a long and busy day. But here's the thing, that habit really isn't giving your nervous system a chance to recover. And that's because the blue light from our screens is a stressor to our brain. It signals our brain to stay alert when it's really time for us to help trigger it to wind down. So if you swap that screen time with a more calming habit of reading before bed, it can help. Diving into a good book can help to steer your mind away from the day's worries to a different story that you get to choose. Just don't choose something that you can't put down. I have found myself reading just one more chapter on repeat more than once. So pick a book that's going to help you calm down without keeping you up reading all night. Okay. So while you're at it, what about a cup of warm tea? Chamomile or lavender are two of my favorites. Actually, my favorite tea right now, it's Tazo's Kava Stress Relief. You can probably find that in your local grocery store if you want to give it a try. Now, I also like to dab a couple of drops of a calming lavender essential oil on my wrists before I settle in to read. And for me, that calming effect of herbal tea paired with that soothing aroma of the essential oils and a good book can really help to signal my body that it's time to wind down from the day's hustle and prepare the body and the mind for more restful sleep. So, what if you are not a fan of reading? Well, no problem, my friend. You might consider an adult coloring book instead. So, just like reading, it's going to allow you to focus your mind on the task at hand, providing your mind with an escape that's going to engage your imagination. So, the act of coloring, it can be a meditative experience. It offers you a creative outlet that can help to relieve stress and better prepare your mind for sleep. You might be surprised at how filling in those little intricate designs can help to ease tension and calm and quiet your busy mind. So this can be a soothing ritual that has helped several of my clients and myself as well to unwind before bed, triggering the mind that it's time to calm down for sleep. So grab your colored pencils, choose a pattern that speaks to you, and let that simple act of coloring guide you into relaxation. Now, these are simple swaps, and it's important to recognize that they're not about adding more to your plate. They're about mindfully creating a more enriching evening routine that's going to help you to promote relaxation so that you are better able to fall asleep and get that quality sleep that you so desperately need and deserve. The goal is to create a gentle transition from stressful days and restful nights to a life of reduced stress, better sleep, and more energizing and productive days. Now, by making this simple lifestyle change, you're not just addressing sleep disruptions, but you're creating a domino effect that can cascade over into every aspect of your life, guiding you closer to your goals with each restful night. All right, let's talk about meditation as your pathway to sleep. Now, mindfulness meditation has become my go to tool for managing stress and improving sleep quality, especially when my mind just won't settle down. Now, I am sure you know that scenario all too well. You've had a whirlwind day, and instead of sleeping, you find yourself tossing and turning at night, and your mind is racing through this seemingly endless list of to dos, of worries, of what ifs. What's the result? Well, we wake up in the morning feeling anything but refreshed, and we are already dreading the day ahead. It's a vicious cycle, right? That stress, the restless nights, the exhaustion. And that's where mindfulness meditation comes into play. Now, I know that term, mindfulness meditation, can sound a bit esoteric, but in reality, it's a simple and accessible tool that can help you to transform your stress sleep dynamic. Mindfulness isn't just for spirituality, it's actually a science backed stress relieving technique that can help to improve your quality of sleep. I'm going to share several of my favorite ways to weave mindfulness meditation into your routine. My first tip is to practice regularly. Committing to a regular meditation practice truly can be a game changer when it comes to the quality of your sleep. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. So don't feel like you have to jump all in to 20-minute meditations or 30-minute meditations. Just a few minutes a day can have a powerful impact. Think of this time as an important meeting with yourself. It's a brief but meaningful pause in your day to connect with your inner self. That consistency can soon become a habit. I like to think of it as a mini retreat in my busy day, and it can help you to manage and reduce stress and improve your quality of sleep. So if you are just getting started, try setting a timer for 1 minute and see if you can just focus on your breath for that time. When you're ready, you can build up from there. My next tip is to try a guided meditation. So listen to a guided meditation or relaxation, and that can help you to shift your mind from the stresses of the day to a state of deeper calm and relaxation. There are a lot of different guided meditation apps out there. My personal favorite is Insight Timer. Calm is another one that I use. These apps offer almost limitless options for you. So they make it super easy for you to fit guided meditation into your evening routine. Now, you can also find a variety of guided relaxation and meditation practices on online platforms like YouTube. So if you check out YouTube while you're here, actually, be sure to check out the guided meditations here on my channel, Yoga and Wellness with Rachel, if you feel inspired. Now, all of these resources are going to offer a variety of meditation topics and session links that are going to help to fit your mood and your schedule. Guided meditations are a powerful way to help your mind transition from a busy day to a peaceful night so that you are better prepared to get that quality night of sleep. Let's talk about mindful breathing. Breathwork is one of my favorite ways to instantly feel more relaxed and grounded. So let's try it right now. Go ahead and anchor down through your seat or through your feet, whatever is touching the surface beneath you. Go ahead and feel a little more length and space in your spine. Let your shoulders soften down your back and just relax down through the belly. Empty the breath and offer yourself a nice, long, slow, steady, deep breath in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. Good. Let's do that one more time. Slow breath in through the nose, release through your mouth. Good. You can return to your natural. That's how you're feeling. So, mindful breathing practices just like that can help to calm and center your mind. Focusing on your breath can offer your mind a kind of anchor, so it can help you to feel grounded in the present moment. Focusing on your breathing, even for just a few breaths, can help to reduce anxiety and create a calmer state of mind so that you are better prepared for more restful sleep. Now, for me personally, even if I have time for nothing else at the end of the day, I always take 3 deep and mindful breaths, just like we just did, before I go to bed to help to signal my body and my mind that it's time to let go of the worries of the day and rest. All right, next up, let's try a body scan meditation. Now, in a body scan meditation, this is where you visualize progressively relaxing different parts of your body, helping to release physical tension, calm your mind, and prepare your body for a restful night's sleep. So, how does it work? Well, you can start either at your head or at your toes. If you were starting at your toes, you would just start by picturing each body part, your big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, your pinky toe, and slowly imagine every body part relaxing as you move up your body part by body part, right? So your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, all the way up to the crown of your head, visualizing each body part relaxing as you mentally scan it on the way up. So, by the time you have completed this body scan meditation, your entire body is relaxed. Now, good luck staying awake for the whole body scan. So, if you make it through the whole thing, then start from the top and work your way back down. But here's the thing, by systematically relaxing different parts of your body, you don't only ground yourself in the present moment, but you're also signaling to your body that it's time to wind down for a restful night. This is a staple in my personal meditation toolkit, and several of my clients have found it to provide relief as well. One client told me that she felt a sense of lightness and ease before she went to bed. So, incorporating a short mindfulness meditation session into your evening routine doesn't have to be time consuming. Whether you're dedicating a few minutes to mindful breathing, unwinding with a guided meditation, or practicing a body scan, these are strategies that can help you set yourself up for a better night's sleep. Now, over time, these small practices can become a part of your regular evening ritual, guiding you closer to less stress, better sleep, and more energizing days. Every step, no matter how small, is a step towards a more balanced and meaningful life. Now, if you would like some help creating your evening routine, I'll encourage you to check out my website, www.rachelhupp.com, and check out my Good Morning, Good Night Ritual Guide. It's a short course, less than an hour, and I will talk you step by step through creating a personal morning and evening routine that works for you. All right, now I want to talk to you about doing a mental detox for better sleep. So, you know, those nights when you find yourself lying in bed with your mind racing. We've talked about this a few times by now, but you're in bed, you're wishing for nothing other than a good night's sleep, and your mind is racing from one thought to the next, and sleep just seems completely out of reach. I have experienced that too. It happens more often than I would care to admit, and that is why I have built up my toolkit so well and why I'm sharing it with you. So, this is where the magic of a brain dump comes into play. Again, I like to think of it as kind of a mental detox. All you're doing is jotting down every last bit of your day's thoughts, your concerns, your to do list. Jot it down on paper. It's not about structure or grammar, it's about creating mental space. So, as you're literally dumping these thoughts from your mind out onto paper, you are clearing the clutter that's keeping you awake. So I like to imagine that I'm carrying a backpack and it's full of rocks. And so as I'm taking these things out of my mind and getting them onto paper, I feel lighter and more ready for a peaceful night's sleep after I finish this brain dump activity. So, like I said, this is one of my top favorite go to stress relieving strategies for quieting my mind so that I can get a better night's sleep. And it's not just me. I have guided my clients through this process, and they've discovered that the act of journaling before bed can help to kind of turn down the volume on the mental chatter. One client described it as switching off a buzzing neon sign in her brain so that she could actually fall asleep more quickly. So grab a notebook and give yourself permission to pour out everything that's spinning around in your head. And again, don't worry about it making sense. Don't worry about making it neat. It's for your eyes only, and there's no judgment here. You might just find that this simple act is the key to calming those racing thoughts so that you can get the restful nights of sleep that you need and deserve. Now, I get it. You are probably thinking, that's all well and good, Rachel, but there is no way I can squeeze even one more thing into my day. And you're right, I do get it. But here's the thing: sleep is not just another task that we need to check off our to do list, it's the foundation of self care. And self care is not an escape from your daily tasks, it's actually what powers you through them. So let me ask you this: have you ever noticed how everything seems harder when you're sleep deprived? Irritability, lack of focus, even cravings for unhealthy snacks can throw you off track. But with quality sleep, you regain your sharpness, you balance your emotions, and you tend to make healthier choices, all of which can help to boost your productivity so that you can actually get more done, not less. Your evening routine can help to set you up for a restful night of sleep and a great day ahead. Now, the beauty of it is you don't have to carve out a huge chunk of time for your schedule to set yourself up for a better night's sleep. The suggestions that I have shared with you today are about slight shifts, not a complete overhaul. It's about replacing the habit of mindlessly scrolling through emails with a more calming activity like reading a book or practicing some mindfulness activities like we've talked about. These aren't time consuming add ons, but they're smart swaps. The bottom line is that investing a little time in the evening to unwind doesn't just set the stage for better sleep, but it sets the stage for a better and a more energized and a more focused tomorrow. And over time, these better tomorrows can accumulate and build up into a life where you are not just surviving your days, but you are actually thriving through them. Let's talk about some small steps to better sleep. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, transitioning from busy days to restful nights can feel nearly impossible. But winding down after a hectic day doesn't have to be that hard. Simple changes to your nighttime routine can make a tremendous difference. So, whether that's swapping your phone for a book, whether it's scribbling your thoughts out before bed, maybe it's dozing off to a guided meditation, these are all small changes that can lead to better sleep and more productive days. So, try sticking to a nightly routine for 2 weeks. And if that works well for you, see how you can improve on it over time. And if you try something that doesn't work for you, that's okay. Try again with something else. Getting a good night's sleep isn't getting in the way of getting things done. It's a key part of managing your daily tasks more effectively. You don't have to upend your life. You don't have to completely revamp your entire routine to improve your sleep. It's about making sure that rest and taking care of yourself are non negotiable parts of your day. These are small adjustments in the evening that can help to cut down on stress, improve your energy levels, and bring more joy into your life. Better balance and more energy are not out of reach. They start with committing to better sleep habits. So, if you are ready to trade your restless nights for restful sleep, my Meditate to Sleep guide is your first step towards reclaiming your night. This one-page guide is for free, my gift to you, and it offers simple and effective strategies designed to help you calm your body and mind to help you transition from a busy day to a peaceful night. Now, before I let you go, I do want to share an important note with you. And that's the if these simple solutions don't work for you, I want to encourage you to check with your doctor to see if they can help you get to the root cause. You might consider a functional medical practitioner or a naturopathic doctor. They may be able to help you find a good natural solution for you, or just check with your family doctor. All right, my friend, here's to a better night's sleep. So download your Meditate to Sleep guide today. You'll find the link right below this video. And don't spend another night tossing and turning. Grab your guide today and start your journey towards a better night's sleep. So let's stay in touch. You can find me on Instagram at Rachel_Hupp for my stress and wellness coaching. On Instagram, you can find me at Rachel Hupp Yoga for my yoga classes. On Facebook, you can find me at Rachel Hupp Health or in my women's wellness group on Facebook, Bringing Balance to Life. Hope to see you there.